So my question is about Brock Purdy, and at this point, Brock Purdy has been given the keys so far. What have you seen from his play that would either tell you and indicate his future success, or things that maybe you don't see that would lead to his success?
Yeah. So the most impressive thing, and I remember, I don't know when Brock's first game was last year. It might have been Miami. But I remember the most impressive thing about Brock was you saw very quickly he knew where to go with the football, and he knew where to go with the football quickly. And so and that goes back to that conversation of processing that I was having with David about Bryce before. He knew where to go with the football, and it happened in a very fast and quick manner. I think that you were able to do, if you were Kyle, you were able to build so much of your pass game, and kind of full field it and pre-snap, like, hey man, we can work horizontally so much because he's got a really good feel for, the rotation of coverage, or the players moving laterally of where to get with the ball in a really quick time, because that's what their offense is. Their offense is, at least right now, ball distribution, allowing playmakers to, utilize the space that Kyle creates. And so he did that really, really, really well. I thought he played with a ton of conviction. And then, the thing that he did that Jimmy didn't do really was he was so creative, maybe when the defense won the rep. And when you have a guy that is really efficient with his decision making quickly, and you can then, as a play designer, be super creative with how you attack space. And then also, he is a tremendous decision maker of when and when not to, and athletic enough to go do things with it and either get out of bad or go create for good. There's a lot that you can do offensively. So I think, that's kind of the thing that stood out the most. And he wasn't scared. This wasn't Charlie Checkdown. This was very, very much so a kid that was convicted with what his eyes were telling him to do with the football. I don't have a ton of reservations about his game, partly because the body of work isn't massive, partly because I have such belief in Kyle and the people around him. So I don't expect any drop off or slip off in play. I expect him to play at a pretty high level from the start of this season.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Now we'll go to